This is my 2003 XR125, which is an entry-level dual sport bike manufactured by Honda. It features the same super simple but super reliable 124cc single-cylinder 4-stroke engine as the legendary Honda CG125. It produces 11 horsepower and 7 foot-pounds of torque, mated to a 5-speed gearbox. The bike weighs just under 120 kilograms and comes with 160mm of front suspension travel and 150mm at the rear, making the bike great for some simple off-roading and greenlighting. As standard, the bike comes with Pirelli MT60 tyres, which is what I am still using. These offer a pretty even split between road and off-road use, so you may wish to fit something with a bit more of an off-road bias if you want to use it in muddy conditions. The bike features a very comfortable upright riding position, giving you great vision, making it a joy to use around town and in traffic, and also very easy to stand up on when off-road. The bike will take you up to a maximum of about 60-65 miles an hour. However, it won't get you there very fast, and 55 miles an hour is about the maximum if you're just happy to cruise up. Out on the open road, the power doesn't feel like enough, but the same can be said for most 125s. But where the bike really excels is exploring in the countryside. It takes the rough pothole lanes in its stride due to the fairly long suspension travel, while the tyres also give you great confidence in wet leaves and gravel, and allowing you to explore off the roads as well. The bike features a 2-piston disc brake on the front, which is more than adequate, and the rear is a drum brake, which can feel a bit lacking at times off-road, but this may also just be due to the lack of traction due to the mixed-use tyres. The bike returns about 80 miles per gallon with my mixed use of the bike, and I'm sure it would do even more with a smaller, lighter rider. My bike is mostly completely standard, although I have replaced a lot of the parts with new items. The only modifications are the Black Widow stainless full exhaust, some rental grips and some basic handguards. So that's the basic rundown on this bike. Now let's take you with me for a ride and give you some more of my thoughts. I paid £800 for this bike. That was with no MOT. It just been sat for about 2 years because it had failed previously on, I think it was fork seals and a couple of other little small bit. In the end, it did cost me about £400 in total, maybe, because I had to buy a new swing arm because it was rusted, which I didn't know about when I bought it, so that was very good. And I have a friend who's going to buy it straight off me as soon as I pass my test and I get a bigger bike because he likes it and he wants it. So that's awesome. I'm just going to sell it to him for, you know, what I've put into it, basically. It probably is worth a little bit more than that, maybe, but, you know, mates rates and all that. But yeah, I'd say you're looking at 1,500 to 2 grand to buy yourself a decent and, you know, a nice one with an MOT, probably not that high mileage, etc. So the good thing about buying a bike that's this sort of age and a Honda and all that sort of stuff is that you can buy one for, you know, 1,500 quid, ride it for a year till you get your license and get a bigger bike, or, you know, even if you want to keep it for a while, you can probably ride it for a couple of years, and then when you think, oh, I want to get rid of it now, you'd probably sell it for 1,500 quid, you know what I mean? It's not going to have, like, dropped in value. Okay, it's good fun. I will probably miss it when I move on to something a bit different, because these kind of slippery country roads, you know, this autumn, winter, bit of gravel, mud, wet leaves, all that sort of stuff, just feels a bit, you don't feel too scared about it on a bike like this, to be honest. You know, it's pretty light, you can move it around easy, it's got sort of slightly knobbly tyres, it's got plenty of suspension, so you know, you hit the bumps and it's not so bad. So as you can see, clock's super basic. You just got a speedo, a trip counter that you can, you know, manually reset, and then you just have neutral, high beam and indicator lights. That's it. There's no you know, fuel warning light, anything like that. No warning lights, basically. Nothing. But with this engine, you don't really have to worry about it because it'll just go on forever, so it doesn't really matter. So just weighed it out, 126 miles, took about 7 litres to fill it back up, so that's 81 miles per gallon. So ergonomically, it's pretty nice. You basically feet, you know, straight down, nice relaxed knees, decent wide bars. I don't think these are the original mirrors, but they're pretty good as well. The
seat is fairly comfortable, quite a wide seat for the type of bike that it is compared to, say, like the CRF 250. That's got a lot narrower of a seat. Great in the country lanes, surprisingly good around town through traffic, very economical, pretty comfortable. The only things I could really criticize it for is, I don't think it's necessarily that specific to this bike, it's just, it's too slow, you know. It only has 11 horsepower. It'll do 55 comfortably, 60 miles an hour, so, you know, 100 kilometers an hour, pretty much wringing the neck off it to the point where that's about all it's got. That just about covers everything really. So yeah, that's my, hopefully giving you a bit of information about the bike, a bit of my opinion about it. I tried to stick a bit more with this one to just what the bike does, the stats, that sort of thing. If you got any questions, anything you'd like me to go over before I sell the bike, basically, let me know. And yeah, thanks for watching. I guess subscribe maybe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you.